Coach Borges came in yesterday and kind of talked about how during the bye week, part of him with you was him making sure that you knew he didn't lose any confidence in you. How important was that?
That's pretty important, because worst thing for a quarterback is to be looking over his shoulder and things like that. So for him to have that kind of confidence in me after I played so bad was pretty refreshing for me.
Could you put your finger on why you were so much more careful with the football?
Because I turn it over a lot, and that's going to help our team lose. I don't want to be the guy that's looked to because of me that our team lost the game, and that could have happened for 2 weeks straight.
How much were you actively thinking about that during the game, in situations where maybe you had to get out of the pocket or something like that?
I was just thinking about ball security, but I was still playing. I wasn't thinking about not turning it over. I was just making sure that only my team could touch it.
It's a lot different for you when a game when there's not as many design runs for you. Stuff. How much does that affect kind of the way you approach the game as you're moving through it?
Oh, I didn't know how many design runs were going to be in the game. That's just how the game went. And maybe in this next game there might be more design runs. You don't know. But our run game was doing pretty good, and they really didn't need me in the run game.
Obviously, Devin, you're a confident guy, and you'd like to be in pressure spots. But how much does, they really ran the ball downhill with the tailbacks. How much does that help you to say that I don't have to make every play? To have other guys, Funchess was making plays, Fitz and Derek were there. How much did that help take a load off, just mentally, that you had other guys to help?
For me, I was just happy for those guys to get the opportunity to make plays. They came to this university to make plays as well, and for them to get that opportunity, I look at Funchess like my little brother, so I was so happy for him. And Derek Green, he's actually my little brother. He assigned him to me when he first got here, so. And Fitz is like my brother, so I was really excited to see all of them get a chance.
Have you noticed the physical transformation with Derek since he got here?
Yeah. Like any freshman coming in, he got a chance to get in the weight room some and things like that.
Probably pretty hard for him when he first got here, all the attention, everything. You were with him right away.
I feel like he handled it pretty well. I don't feel like he had any problem with that.
Do you remember the 2010 game at Penn State?
Yeah, I do. It's an exciting atmosphere, and I can't wait to play in it. It was really, really exciting. It's like the Big House, except Big House is the best stadium in the country, but they're a close second.
What are the memories from that, in the actual game itself? Is there something that stood out?
We lost the game, but I just remember it was really loud. It was really loud, and it felt like the ground was shaking. It was so loud, and all white, and it was a night game, so it was pretty exciting. Although I didn't get a chance to play.
Graham said that yesterday you guys practiced instead of crowd noise, you were whispering. Was that different for you to have to do that?
I thought it was fun. It was fun for me. I don't know how fun it was for those guys that they had to wait till the ball was snapped to get a chance to move, but I feel like that's really good because that's kind of how it's going to be when it's really loud. It's just like I'm whispering even if I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. So, Graham may be the only person that's able to hear me, and everybody else is going to have to react and get off the ball.
That's the first I've ever heard of that technique being used. Have you used anything different than just music playing and whispering?
No, I never heard of the whispering either, but I guess you can eliminate music if you whisper. That was Coach Borges' idea. We did that, and it was pretty cool.
Can you give us an example?
That's how low I was talking. It was pretty cool. Everybody got off the ball just fine, so that's refreshing.
What was your reaction when he brought that to you?
I bust out laughing. I thought it was a joke. But if you think about it, it's conceptually it is a good idea.
Has it been different going through practice? I guess you only had just the one practice, but do you feel different this week now that you've had a game where you're happy with the performance as opposed to the last 2 weeks where you were trying to make up for something?
No. I go out and practice as hard as I can every week. That's all I can do and try to get better.
What have you noticed on film from Penn State's defense?
They're a good defense. They fly to the ball. They're tough. That like you expect a Penn State football team to be. They're up front. They're really, really stout. It's linebacker U, so they're always going to have good linebackers. And on the outside, I feel like they don't get enough credit. They're really good out there, too.